Hey, it's me. What's up, Chiney? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. How you doing, Wendy voice? How you doing? So a lot of people, when I tell people, hey, I went to Stanford, they're like, oh wow, that's awesome, such a great school. I'm like, thank you, appreciate it. And they say, oh my gosh, did you go to school with Richard Sherman? And I'm like, yeah, I did. Stanford, when you're a student athlete, it's like you're a part of a family, so everyone knows each other. And being able to get to know Richard Sherman is amazing. He obviously hit the center mainstream of national attention after his rant with Aaron Andrews, and everyone calls it a rant, but I think it was actually epic because it was Sherm being Sherm. But yeah, still regardless, people always ask me, and I think he's a fantastic human being, but he's become a center of intellectual debate, which I think he'd be pleased to know. It was funny, after the whole incident, the interview, Stanford had like intellectual discussions. Every class was saying, ooh, what does this mean? What is this? You know, like we were dissecting that cultural experience that just happened where people were saying he's a certain way because he spoke like that on national television. But then if you do the research, you realize fantastic student, high school and college, fantastic athlete, high school and college, and now pro. So what does it mean for you to be able to be portrayed a certain way and then have a completely different, you know, off the field experience? I think it was a great moment for us to discuss how people are not what they seem, you know. I don't think it's just the media that creates the villain. I think people also make their own judgments. It happens for the moment. It was as, you know, spontaneous as it gets for TV. And I think it was personally super entertaining. I think if Sherm won a chess match, he would be turning up just like that. And if you get the chance to know him, and he's just a fantastic individual, super uber competitor. And one of the things people forget is that as an athlete, sometimes you have to go to certain places to be the best. Sometimes, you know, you forget you have that whole warrior mode or beast mode. And I think it was cool for people to realize that, you know, you can be fierce and tough, but at the same time, when you walk off the court, be a Stanford grad. You can have your own swag, and I think Sherm has a lot of swag, and I think he's a role model. I was scrolling Twitter, so I'm on, obviously, Twitter, and I look at Stanford football's Twitter handle. One of the guys' names that was tweeting the Stanford football handle was Young Sherm. So they're young kids that want to be like him and to be as tough and brazen and outgoing and outspoken. You know, he's smart and intellectual, and he's a salient example of redefining nerd on a national, you know, level. I think people were mad because it wasn't gracious or humble, or, you know, there's an idea that athletes have to be a certain way, like you must address the media, Marshawn Lynch. You must act a certain way when you're interviewed, you know, Richard Sherman. You know, you have the chance to control how you're perceived. I think it's a little give and take. I personally like to reach out to as many people as I can. I want to inspire the young girls. I want to inspire the people in Africa that look up to us, you know, as basketball athletes, speaking on behalf of my sister and I. So, you know, I'm a little different, but I also show respect where respect is due. Richard Sherman is a respectable human being, a fantastic person, and obviously a fierce competitor, and I think everyone just saw that all in probably 10 seconds. What I've learned about Sherm's experience and how he's brought a lot of spotlight onto, you know, Stanford University and our culture and our uniqueness as a university and a student athlete community is that you can be who you want to be. You can create your own path, and, you know, like I say, you have Andrew Lucks of this world and you have Richard Sherman's, and they coexist on one field. I think that's a beautiful thing about sports. Thanks again for watching and checking in, and tag Sherm. Tell him we love you, Richard. We love you. We support you. Nerd Nation's got your back at all times. And yeah, just stay tuned for more videos and check out the old ones and tweet me and let's talk about it. Let's keep it going.